Good morning. Good morning, Fantasy Puma and Serafina. Hi. How you guys doing? Oh, my avatar is looking off into space again sometimes. It's so sensitive. There you go. Oh, maybe too high. Fantasy has already booped my snoot. The snoot that is booped. It's the boop snoot, like the drip snoot. It's the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. Good morning, my friend. I hope you slept well. Is ready to conquer the day with a smile. Yes, I am ready to conquer my day. I'm a little bit quiet this morning, a little bit sore after 2 weeks of being sick. Rumi finally was ready to go for the evening walk again. And our evening walk is much longer than I would do on the walking pad and involves hills. I'm a little bit tired. But otherwise, I'm good. Just woke myself and I'm half asleep, half awake. Hey, that's what I do, man. My alarm goes off, I roll out of bed, and I turn on the stream. If I could do this as a full-time job, it would be the best job ever. That would be a pure bliss for me because then I don't have to have an alarm to get up, have breakfast, get my clothes on, pick an outfit, I have to go and travel somewhere. Ugh. I'll save all of my traveling for a couple of times a year when I have to visit my parents, when I have to go to Conquest. Sorry, just taking my maracas. If you need medication, make sure you take your meds. Don't forget, like I did on Saturday. Alright, I just need to grab my links and go and post said links. I wish there was a way to integrate directly into Twitch. Or not Twitch, Discord. And that you could select which servers you could have an announcement on. That would be great. There's an integration that you can do, but you can only do a maximum of 5. And, yeah, it's definitely not enough for the many servers that I'm on. You have to do a maximum of 5 before you pay for the integration. So, unless you have each of those servers have each person who runs them set up the integration themselves. Trying to get my avatar right. He's being uncooperative today. Because my monitor sits so high, it always looks like I'm looking off into the universe. Staring at the sky. There we go. That should be my posts made. Neff sitting here sneaky. So how is everybody doing today? I hope you're all good. Did you have a good day yesterday? Did you sleep well? Did you have a good day at your employment? For those that are coming home from work at this time. Like NB. I'm not sure if NB is here, but he usually makes it. We had a new follow yesterday, Ellie's Art Cart. Did we have a bot yesterday? I don't think we had a bot yesterday. I can't remember. If we did, it was very early on in the stream. I wish my mom knew how to use Twitch, because I would let her watch the stream. But she struggles to even use Discord now. I'm fluffed up in my chair and ready to face the screen all day. More work stuff that's not the part of the job that you signed up for. How long before your boss comes back to do his job? No field work today. Is that because like your major contractor like left the state? Ugh. Well, I hope you can find something else better soon. I mean, you can always put out feelers into the Texas communities on any Discords you're part of. I can ask around for you. No more than a major contract. That was Samsung, wasn't it? I seem to recall like whoa, voice crack. I seem to recall that one of your major, it was one of the major tech companies. LG. Ah, yeah. That's weird that they pulled out. I wonder why. Like, do they just not have enough fridges? Like, what? Or did they find a contract with a different company? Traffic noises. Sorry if I haven't started painting yet. I went to do the motion of close the fridge door, and I had this twang of pain running through my shoulder. So I'm just sitting still for a few minutes. I've got to go release the kittens shortly too. It's going to be a slow morning. I know, but I like painting for you guys, because you guys like watching me paint. That's why you come here. You come to see the painting. That's what I do. Could be a contract with a lot, and to top it off, they took on a lot of extra contracts with people a few years ago when they had a major compression failure. You might have to find a different refrigeration repair company. I mean, you have a very good track record hopefully your boss isn't the kind of person to sabotage your employment expectations, or your employment opportunities is the word I was looking for, if you go to look for a different job. You could also consider, like Taylor did, of moving to a different state too, one that might be cheaper, one that might be more blue. I know there's a lot of growth in Detroit right now, but it's still quite dangerous there. Moving is expensive, yes. That's one of the biggest problems nowadays is people can't save up enough money to move to somewhere with more opportunities. Okay, I have to go release kittens. Not everyone has the same level of safety net. Yeah, yeah. And you don't have many people you can ask either. And then people feel bad for asking. It's a whole thing. I understand. I turned my head slightly and I'm just like, nah. That savings was the problem that led to the lack of field work that ate through my savings. Oh, God. And there's probably not that many refrigeration repair places in your area, I'm assuming. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my avatar. He's being such a pain today. Alright, I'm gonna go release the cats. Right back. Yes, love? Of course, I have to stand here for a few moments and pet him while he eats. Nugget, you're adorable, and adorable inconvenience. But I love you anyways. Please eat. I figure while I'm not painting, I might as well heat up the last of my pizza and eat that for breakfast. 3-day-old pizza at this point needs to be eaten. Problem is, there is refrigeration for AC. I don't do that. It's commercial appliance, completely different. I don't do that. There's apartment maintenance, which also wants me to handle plumbing, carpentry, electrical, and painting. Again, I don't do that. You might have to expand your skill set, Puma. The two on my last search were kind of shady sounding. Oof. Yeah, you might have to expand your skills. And hey, learning something new. Adventure. I'm learning Blender now. To make more stuff for stream. And Neff is finally here. He's quiet today. Neff has redeemed a posture check, a stretch, and a hydrate. We're hydrating with Coke Zero today. Great, it will help me and pay me enough to live when I arrive with no experience. I don't know, Puma. There are some places that give on-the-job training. You could look for those. We're gonna do our little posture check. Give our neck a little stretch. Roll your shoulders. Do a little wiggle. Straighten that spine. And stretch. Oh, God. Oh, Yeah, hey, that was a good stretch. I'm just saying there are things that aren't feasible without a massive safety net. I know. I'm just saying that, like, there are some places that also provide on-the-job training. So you might be able to find those. I don't know. My avatar is a little scuffed today, and I'm trying to reset him. Oh, not that way. I don't know which button to use. There's no, like, undo. So I'm just... Alright, but I'll probably make a minimum wage. It's going to be back to not having savings anymore. I understand. I'm just offering suggestions. I mean, how different can AC really be from refrigerators? They are refrigerators. What is the button to rotate the shoulders? Here we go, here we go, here we go. I am struggling with Nameless this morning. Struggling so much. I rotated the shoulders too far. And now I forgot which button it was. Ah! I'm so scuffed today. Oh, well, there's the problem with the parts being comparatively massive. Okay. I can lift 25-pound compressors smaller than a bowling ball, and AC compressors will half my height. Oh! I didn't know that. Oh my god, guys, which button was it? It was this button. There we go. I guess it's okay that I'm like looking up at chat as I read it. Yeah, this is fine. One of these days I'll have a reasonable setup. Alright, I'm gonna grab my pizza from the toaster oven. Ah. I step out of my room, and Mathis is on the floor by the entrance to the kitchen. And I look up, and there's Velcro on top of the refrigerator, and River standing on the counter just below the refrigerator, and they're both staring at me like, we've been seen. I'm exaggerating, but that's how big the crates require the dolly were when I picked up parts for a company. Oh, man. They're super heavy and my strength is limited. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't like to pull the, like, women aren't as strong as men, but also you're, like, what, 5'4" or something? Or you're really small. I keep forgetting that you're really tiny. Like, for Sai and I, that job would probably be, like, something we could do. I mean, with my arm, absolutely not, but, like, Sai is a giant. Yeah. Like, I'm 5'7", so I'm not that much taller than you, but Sai's almost 6 feet tall. But even that, like, slight difference between us would make a huge difference for, like, large, bulky objects, like AC compressors, I guess. So, yeah, fair enough. I always thought that the parts were very similar. Oh, it's hot. But, sorry. It was really hot. I always thought the parts were really similar, but the housing for the AC units was really big. Just become a professional mini split installer. There you go. Whoa. We'll have to do a fundraising for Puma to move somewhere with better job security. I think for me, the luck is going to be the same no matter where I go. I'm still not going to get hired. Ugh. Wrong tube. Don't try to breathe your pizza. It's not recommended. I apologize for eating on stream. I try not to make too many noises. Hi, Mathis. I guess I can give you a piece of bacon. Let me make sure it's cool enough for you, buddy. Mathis, forever the hungry. You can hear so many things in the background today. I think there's a street sweeper. Pretty sure I hear a street sweeper. There's sirens. There was a truck backing up. Still backing up. Lots of traffic noise today. The humidity is really high. So you're going to hear all of the sounds even more clearly than usual. Depending on how quiet things can get, you can even hear the trains. Like, you can hear their engines. The train station is 4.5, 5 blocks away. So sometimes when it's really, really humid, you can hear the train engines as they come into the station. It's really kind of neat. I actually wish I lived closer to the train tracks. When I was very little, like my parents were coming back from Germany. Hey, oh, there's the bot! Bam. I banned theoretical language 1Y and Y. Knew it would be coming soon. What was I saying? When my parents were coming back from Germany and looking for a house, I stayed at my grandparents' place when I was a baby, and they had train tracks right behind their backyard, and the train would come by all the time. And so when I was really, really small, I got used to sleeping to the sound of trains. And I have loved the sound of trains ever since. On the rails, so the sound of the wheels on the rails, the sound of the engines. It's actually really neat. I kind of wish Spirit City had like a train going by on the tracks noise. Maybe I'll recommend it to them. It's one thing I didn't think about when they did their big survey. But like, you live in a city, and so like, they have a city ambience, but it would be nice if they had like a nearby train track ambience. They eventually closed the rail line that was behind my grandparents' place, and it's now a walking path, which is a bit sad. Mathis, what are you doing? That's a piece of paper. What is this piece of paper? Oh, it's one of my COVID vaccine receipts. Oh, that's garbage. Whoa! Move slightly out of range. There we go. Just fold up into a pretzel. One of the things I was looking at was tracking. That's gonna make my avatar go into like a nap mode or something when it loses tracking. God, why are my eyes rolling back so much? Crikey! What is wrong with you today, Nameless? Hi, Moomers!
He wants my pizza. He just had breakfast, but he wants mine too. It's very crunchy. I hope you can't totally hear me crunching. I'm gonna turn down my microphone a little bit. You think someone spiked your drink, Meow? Man, I was trying to think up like stickers to make for Conquest for each year, like the memes from each year. I want to do like a visible concern clown face meme and meow potions. There were a couple of other ones that I'd thought of, but now I can't think of them. But definitely visible concern and meow are one of them. The tracking is so good that it can pick up me chewing. That's a bit wild. Alright, let's try and do some work here while we finish our pizza. A new day and a new perspective on the painting. The fresh eyeballs really helps a lot. You're gonna have so many star shells to spend. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I started to learn Blender, courtesy of Sai, because she had a Blender course that she's giving me access to.
Gone into quiet painting mode again.
Hey Nachos, how you doing?
You having a good day? I'm in full-on quiet painting mode. Doing right. I'm gonna be streaming for today or tomorrow though, due to personal things. Fair enough, fair enough. At some point I'm gonna have to go visit my parents, and I won't be able to stream at all during that time because my laptop uses 100% of its CPU just to run Windows. So there's that. And when I go visit my parents, it's usually for about 2 weeks at a time. So Twitch will probably punish me for wanting to go visit my family. That's what they usually do. I hate how all of these algorithm-based sites kind of just punish people for having a life, you know? Like, oh, you want to go see your family and have a healthy social relationship? Well, fuck you, we're gonna punish you for that. There's the Boop Wars beginning. The colder the pizza gets, the crunchier it gets. Truck sounds. Crunchy truck noises. I have to change the color of most of this ridge lighting here. Fun. Bye. Yeah, that's so great. I love that for me.
Fantasy has redeemed a hydrate, stretch, and posture check. Check your neck. Straighten your back. Straight. And 2 hydrates. One from Nachos as well. Alright. Here's Fantasy's hydrate. And here's Nachos hydrate. We're drinking very hydrating Coke Zero this morning, Nachos. And eating very crunchy pizza. Truck noises. Like, truck, we get it, you exist. We understand. Life is pain. One day I'll live somewhere quieter, hopefully. But the only way that's probably ever going to happen is if the housing market crashes. Okay, this was really bothering me here. Let us fix this part. A little bit of the liquefy tool. And now a car alarm. It is so noisy today. There's a bit of a spot that was bothering me right there. Getting the blending rate between the ridge light and the rest of the cloud is very complicated. Sirens! I didn't do it. I'm innocent. Definitely coming along, I think. The brush is progressively getting smaller and smaller as I go into these areas. Let's see. This one right here. To get a little bit more familiar with what I'm doing here. It starts to look better and better. I still have a little bit of trouble with placement on the canvas, I think. This is not purple enough here. Yep. Hydrate from Neff! I'm gonna have to open more drinks soon. Neff is a quiet man today. The silent Nefficus. Oh, by the way, guys, Sai made a chicken animation yesterday, and it's the cutest thing ever. She's working with some of the assets for her game, and she got sick of making the main character, so she made a chicken. And if this is gonna be the art style for the rest of the game, I absolutely 100% definitely want to play it. Because it's the cutest animated pixel chicken I have ever seen. It's like, God, I wish I was, you know, half as good at art as she was. But we are our own worst critics. I am good at art. I'm just, you know, there are people who are better than me, and I wish I was as good at art as they were, like Evan. Evan's art is phenomenal. And yet he calls himself a trash artist. If he's a trash artist, then what am I? I am the trash heap. The queen of trash. I say this facetiously, of course. Don't get upset. I am not bullying myself. I promise. I'm just being silly. Oh, these are finally starting to look like clouds, guys. Always easiest to spy one's flaws, yes. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Truck noises! It's a weird truck. Like the gargling truck. Pretty sure there's a street sweeper out there somewhere. I just hear it going. I constantly fret over my stuff looking jank. Your stuff is awesome, Puma. Your grasp of anatomy is something I could only dream of having. Yes, but I'm sensitive to the stuff I struggle with. That's a lot of batch notes. You see, the way I look at it, Puma, is if you're actually, like, legitimately trying to better yourself, there's no reason to, like, be ashamed of what you're doing. Like, I would recommend, as from one artist to another, that you try this exercise. Not specifically this one. This one's a bit complicated, but the painting exercise in general for light and color. I would like to do an animal next, and I would also like to do a person, like a portrait, and maybe then some like full body pictures, because I think that'll just be good for my art in general, because I draw a lot of people, and I have trouble with, like, I end up muddying my skin tones and stuff. But you have such a great style, Puma, and you should push your skills a little bit further, because that's the only way to become a better artist. Art class will say, just saying, I am not qualified to be an artist, but I agree with Evan when he says that as an artist I am I should be teaching what I know, even at my level, because somebody had to have taught me in some way, and like this exercise I picked up from a YouTube video from another professional artist. And I fully agree with that idea that, like, if you know something that can help another artist to grow even a little bit, even if it's an exercise from another artist, you should 100% be teaching what you can. Like, when Fantasy asks me an art question, I will do my best to answer it to the best of my ability, to my level of skill, so that they can grow their skill to become a better artist, to move forward with their skills and push beyond what they already have going on. And this is how we get new artists in the community, and I am 100% for all of that. So if I can teach something to somebody, even if it's through, recommending an exercise, I will 100% do that. And for most artists, I recommend this exercise, especially if you like to paint and you have kind of a painterly style. Absolutely 100% do this exercise. But start with the egg. Because you'd be surprised at how difficult it is to paint a sphere or a spheroid object. I'd like to do something with lots of reflections, lots of, like, chrome warped reflections. How about a dog? I have a good photo of a dog from online. You can use. I have thousands of pictures saved of everything. I want to do birds, canines, reptiles, things with different textures. That's what I really like about these clouds, is because they have so many different textures to them, and so many nuances to their lighting and their color. And I felt like this would be a good one to do because it's so hard. My painting style is magical, though. My painting style is literally I slap some color down and I keep fussing with it until it looks right. And lots and lots of blending. But, like, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. And the reason I can do this is because I started with that egg, and then I moved on to the banana, and then the salt lamp. And like, if I had tried to do this before I did the egg, I would be struggling. And like, you can see some places where I still struggle, like selecting the right hues and the richness of the shadows versus desaturation and saturation, and blending I'm really good at, and I just keep blending until it looks right. And then I'll go in and I'll fix little bits here and there, but like, I probably should have done the water spout picture first because the clouds were more simple and it's more of a value painting as opposed to a like color painting, because it's more monochromatic. Like, there's still a wide variety of colors in that picture, but they're much more subtle and they're closer together in the color spectrum. So like, we had greens, yellows, and blues, but it was largely more like a blue-gray tone to that picture. But this picture has so much color that when I first started, I was a bit overwhelmed by it. A lot of trainers in video games are levels. You can still learn skills from the journeyman even if they can't offer master level training. I'm not quite sure I understand that one. Yeah, in the context, at least. All of my windows are kind of messed up today. Everything is scuffed this morning. All my windows keep getting moved around. I accidentally hit the volume level on my microphone as opposed to the mute button before stream. It has helped me coloring bases a lot better, and they look much better now. Yeah, so like, no matter what level of artist you are, doing fundamental exercises, I think, is the most important thing. Like, whether you're a master of art, like CNOT or Evan or Brush for Hire. You know, Brush for Hire is like a master at painting miniatures, and CNOT's a master sculptor, and Evan's definitely like a masterclass artist. They still benefit from doing the absolute basics of fundamentals and practicing those, because it helps them keep their skills at their masterwork levels honed and sharpened. Because a lot of the times we'll fall back on tools that you wouldn't necessarily have had in the past. So like the undo button, or being able to select and isolate parts of your canvas. In the past you would have had to do that with like a masking fluid if you really wanted to do that with like painting. And you know, that's why every medium has their own fundamentals that are best to practice, because if you don't know them, you're gonna end up coming up short in an area, and you're gonna be very conscious of it. Or maybe even not, you won't know, but there'll be something wrong with your work. You won't be able to figure it out, and it'll be frustrating. And when you do finally figure it out, you'd be like, ah, it's so simple. But like, I am largely a self-taught artist, and I probably could have benefited from having a mentor. And so, like Evan, you know, if I have something to tell someone that's going to help them improve their art, like, I try to be informative about it and not like, you know, you should do this because you're lacking in an area. I would much prefer if people recognize areas where they lacked and then did those exercises themselves. Like, for me, perspective is one of those things that I always struggle with, particularly foreshortening. I'm really bad at it. And I want to do more anatomy studies, because particularly like facial anatomy, because like the portrait that I was doing for Necromancer, there were areas that I was struggling with. I wanted to do a more dynamic pose, but I couldn't, because lack the skill. So those are things that I want to practice, but I'm not confident at practicing certain things on stream. But like, you guys have seen me go from the, at very least, the salt lamp to this. And doing an animal next, I think, would be very difficult, but worthwhile, you know? There's a spot right here. You know, don't be afraid to just over your painting sometimes. My pizza is now very cold and very hard. I think I'm gonna go microwave it to soften it up. I'll be right back. The philosophical talk is like, I'm not qualified. Return with slightly softer pizza. Why don't you make food now, Fantasy? Eat now. I'm eating pizza. It's now softer. There'll be less crunching. Ah! It's also very hot. Let's open up our next drink here. Sorry if that was loud. I saw my microphone peak for a moment there. Fantasy, go make food now because stream, like, you know, it could go for another 3 hours, right? Go eat something, you'll wake up. You're probably tired because you're hungry. I love it how we have this very, like, sunset theme going on in chat, at least for me. My my stream chat over in OBS is like, Naf is just white, Puma's her usual like dark sunset red, Nachos is a nacho orange, and then Fantasy for me is also like a golden yellow color. I know on the chat window, Fantasy's color is like this dark teal, but in my OBS they're this beautiful golden color. There's actually quite a nice combination of colors. Might use that as a palette later. Let me take a screenshot of that. Well, we've got a hydrate, a stretch, and a posture check, all from Nachos. So we'll... You give me a posture check and a stretch just after I come back and sit down from getting up and doing something. You can choose your chat color somewhere in your, like, little gear settings, I think. I think the color that I use, which is like an olive color, I don't think that's available anymore. I think I set it once, like, years and years and years ago, and now it's just... it doesn't exist. Unless you have, like, a paid setting or something. I don't know. Hi, Mathis. No, you can't have any more of my pizza. Maybe I'll make you some eggs later. Okay, so yeah, you can set custom colors somewhere. No, Mathis, you can't have it. But you're very cute. Just like everybody in chat is very cute. Hi, Moomis. He keeps putting his paws on my thigh. And he's very warm. And when I got up this morning, it was very humid and stifling, like there was no breeze, and now you can hear my blinds slapping around. The wind is starting to come in again. But it was so humid, I had to like point my fan at me because I was like, oh, it's so hot and gross and the air is still. Mathis, there's no bacon left on my pizza for you, man. Taking the food right out of my mouth, cat. Jesus. Puma has Prime. Mmm, 3-day-old pizza, tasty. I'm a bit sad it's gone. But I have leftover butter chicken curry for later. Although we might be going to sushi tonight. It is possible. Because we haven't gone in a while. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. So like, if you have Prime, click the portrait in the upper corner. If you're on PC, and second tab should be Prime Gaming, which allows custom colors. Ah, that's why I can't set my color anymore. Because you have to pay for it. Like, I know there's like a selection of colors you can choose from, but a lot of them are just kind of lame. I don't know if you could hear that. Mathis was off in the corner going. Otherwise, you can set some base palette colors. Yeah, I had set my color years and years and years ago, and I just never changed it. And I don't think that color specifically is available anymore. I wonder if you stop your Prime subscription if your color goes away. each year.
Need to clean the kitchen before you can cook. Look, a clean kitchen is good, though. Having clean spaces. I need to take out a bunch of recycle, but when I took some out yesterday before our walk, the start of our walk, the recycle / garbage area in our building was so full, like I don't think any more was gonna go in there. Mathis! He's making silly cat noises. I think he's a little bit hyper, maybe, just a bit. Oh, it's looking more and more like clouds, guys. Every little bit. I wish my blinds would calm down a little. I'm definitely taking a lot of artistic license with some of these areas. Blinds, you can calm down now. Oh, that's why there's rain happening. Actually, I think I can probably turn off the ring light now. It's now bright enough in here.
and now there's too much light coming in and I can't see my monitor. Thanks for the lurk, Nachos. Whatever you're off to do, I hope you're having a good time doing it. I'm missing a bit of orange in here. Cloud comes up more here. Cleaning is so boring. You gotta find a way to make it fun, I guess. 20 Celsius. Yeah, it was 20 here yesterday almost. I think we made it up to like 18 or 19. Today it's actually kind of chilly. Not that I mind. I think River hears Rumi awake. He's at her door meowing. It is so adorable. River! Are you cute? He wants his mama. Played with it too much. I messed it up. It's alright, I can fix it. I can fix it. Really? Hi! Come here, Munchkin. Kitten time. No. Hi, cutie. No. I have a cutie. Just making a little garbly meow noises. Are you a goblin? He's adorable. Hee. Are you cute? Are you warm? He's right nice and warm. Meow.
it looks so good now. It actually kind of looks like the picture. He's so hard done by, guys. All of these hugs and attention. I scream, can't even see me. You want your mom? Is that it? Is that why you're whining? It's cat time. He's such a whiny baby. He's so soft. He's very soft. I'm rubbing my face on him, in case you were wondering. Yeah, he's adorable. And now he's got his tail. My camera's picking him up instead of me. Hi, River Baby. Are you the handsomest of kitties? He's a lanky boy, whereas Velcro is like chunky and dense. He's gonna be a year old at the end of the month. The beginning of next month. When the rent goes up. It's also your birthday. Alright, I'm gonna put him down and I'm gonna move my fan because now I'm getting cold. It went from like warm and humid and unbearable to kind of cold. Let's find out what the temperature is today. Helps if I open the right browser. Yeah, we went from 20 degrees yesterday and now it's 7. Feels like 2. And I had a fan blowing on me.
That's why I feel so cold all of a sudden. I feel like today is probably going to be a short day. I got to buy ice cream, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. Ice cream. Tasty, precious. This whole section right here needs to shift. This right here. Never be afraid to just totally move things. Hydrate from Neff. Posture check from Neff. Oh my god, you people. Two strangers! Ah! Oh god. Ow, 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 ow.
Slowly, carefully stretching out the right arm. I haven't been able to stretch it properly in so long that I've noticed that, like, the muscle under the arm at the back, where, like, the back meets the torso and the shoulder underneath, like the armpit area, started to get really stiff. But I'm getting to the point where I can stretch that out again. So we'll just do a double, extra long, extra careful stretch. Without aggravating the damaged tendon too much. There we go. Man, two stretches at once, ganging up on me.
Watch this heat would go away for a bit. Let cold rain cool down in my place because I'm melting. Yeah, well, anything over 20 degrees Celsius is like death for me too. I understand, man. I know how you feel. Everything in here just feels wrong now. Now that I've started refining the contrast of things, I'm just like, just ain't right. That's the color. The color we seek. Necromancer! Good morning. Redeemed hydrate. Looking more and more cloud-like every second. Ah! Stupid blinds. Calm the fuck down, blinds. Almost done? Yeah, ish. I mean, I could stop very soon and it would be good enough. It could be better. Could be further along than it is. But, yeah, I suppose it's getting close to being called done. I'm now just playing with finer details and contrasts in areas. Some spots that I'm still trying to get quote-unquote right. I'm struggling with contrast and blending. I had to shift a couple of things around, you know, that sort of stuff. Again, my darks are not dark enough. I feel like it's just getting muddy in here. Traffic sounds. So much traffic sounds. Well, I hope you get your wish, Fantasy. It's cold and rainy here today. It was so nice yesterday, then today's just bleh. Not that I mind. But the weather does make me kind of sleepy. You're just faffing about now? I am just faffing about now. There's still, like, a lot to do. It's just a matter of getting the tiny details so it doesn't look like a lot is happening. But there's still, like, a lot to do up in here. And there's still a lot to do here. The top. Still so much.
might be time to step away from this high.
Marina is visiting the island.
Hello, Marna. Welcome to the island. We avoid sandy beaches, volcanoes, tropical plants, nice waves, relaxing ponds, forests. You know, you name it, we got it. Volcanoes especially. There's a lot of those here. How you doing? How'd you find us? Did you come by for the painting? I was about to stop for today, because I've been staring at it too long, so my eyeballs are going all screwy. This is an artist's basic exercise in light and color, shadow, etc. This is an advanced form of the exercise. Normally you would start with like an egg or like a bowl of fruit or something. Oh, right, I should have recognized your name. Hi. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. How you doing? How have you been? It's been a while. Whoa, your name disappears on my background. Wow. It's like looking at a blue LED. Except purple. You're not gonna eat paint issues? Aww. I'm sorry. Pain sucks. I understand it though. Oh no, you don't have to change it. It's just against the dark teal. It kind of disappears. But like on my OBS, it's fine. You know, people use real dark mode. I'll probably change the background color of my chat a little bit in the future. Like it's a nice teal, but I'm still working on my background stuff, so don't worry about it. There's eventually going to be a color that doesn't stand out on my background. Because that's just the nature of things. With David Suzuki. Anyone remember that show? I miss that show. Yeah, it is tricky. I should have recognized your name. I was looking at it like, it looks familiar. Is it nice to have an old friend? Hang out. Mew Juice comes by sometimes. Kaneko Chu's been by. I don't think Tyler's been by yet, or Rick. Not since I started streaming again, at least. Years ago, Rick came by and Tyler did as well at some point, but been gone a while. Yeah, well, it's fine. I've been pretty consistent these last couple of weeks, so that's good. You know, see neither. Well, I mean, we're all adults with lives, you know. That sort of happens. How's your husband? The hydrate from nachos. A second hydrate from nachos, and a third hydrate. You're just trying to drown me in Coke Zero, man. And Nacho's snoot has been booped by Fantasy. It's the snoot that gets booped. It's the boop snoot, like the droop snoot. But it's the boop snoot, the snoot that gets booped. It's a little bit different every time. This whole snoot booping thing is Neff's fault. Have you been doing any art lately? Ah, my snoot's been booped. Fantasy has booped my snoot. It's the boop snoot. It's the snoot that gets booped like the Troop Snoot. But it's the Boop Snoot. The Snoot that gets booped. But just so you know, Mara and I stream every day at 9 in the morning. 5 days a week. Monday through Friday. Friday. Oh. I'm not sure what RSI is, but that doesn't sound good. I hope you're getting better. I'm just letting you know there's actually a schedule for once that I stick to, actually. That's good, that's good. As long as you're getting better, that's all that matters. I'm sorry you went through whatever you went through. But I'm glad you're getting better now. That's important. The Boop Wars have begun. Just so everybody else here knows, Maranai is a very old friend of mine from back in high school. So we've been friends for a long time. And she is an artist too. I don't know if she streams. But she's a very good artist. Another good artist. Oh, thank you. Sai made it for me in like an afternoon. So it's actually kind of scuffed, but I like him. He's good. He's good boy, nameless. Ooh, game dev streams. That would be fun. You do like little co-working streams too while you game dev. My streams are kind of like co-working streams. People just do whatever and we hang out, we have boop wars. We boop each other's snoots. Neficus is actually from your area. He went to the Worcester High School. It starts with a G. At about the same time as we did. So he was in high school at the same time we were. I've invited him to the nerd server, but he won't join because he thinks people are going to hate him. Even though he's a nice bean. He needs some self-confidence. Necromancer is a madman. He supports artists like crazy because he's a crazy man. There's an anti-hate server exactly like most of my friends have foot and mouth syndrome, and so like he doesn't have to worry. I'm not a nice person and I haven't been expelled yet. You are a perfectly nice person, Necromancer. Yes, I know I'm cute. Shush! Shush! It's enough out of you! Stop it! It would be nice to get together with everybody again. The last time we all went for sushi was pretty great. And of course, I was at the child end of the table with Ty and Zervis. That was pretty wild. It was just chaos at that end of the table. Neff, I know you're hiding in the background. Yeah, that's true. And then there was all the mature people stuck in the middle. And they're like, why are we here? Why are we with these goblins? The next time good for letting me know. I'll have to invite not Necromancer, a little bit too far for you to drive Necromancer, but Neff. I'll have to invite Neff next time I go to have, like, a big party with all my friends, so that we can, like, hang out and meet each other. And I'm gonna force you to make friends. Is that a threat or a gift? It's both. Oh, there goes my phone making bling blong noises. Really should change that to chocobos. It was chocobos on my old phone and I just never set it up, and I've had this phone for, it's like 2019. I have the absolute minimal amount of ads on my channel that I am allowed to have without having pre-rolls. Because pre-rolls kills channel growth. I really should stop this painting eventually. But there's still so much to do. Yeah, absolutely, but I don't want pre-roll ads because that means, like, new people coming in are just gonna click away. I'm not invited. Maybe I'm being expelled for being a nice person. You're being expelled for being a Texan. Or, no wait, no, you're not Texan. You're North Carolinian. You're being expelled for being too far away. Neff at least lives where all of my old friends do. Sorry, Necromancer, you're just gonna have to become Canadian. You're good enough to be a Canadian, so come be Canadian. You say you're not nice, but I think you have the level of, like, Canadian nice where we're, like, polite to each other, and if we get mad, we're like, super polite. And then if you really piss us off, we boo your national anthem at our hockey games. Canadians, we have two modes. Sorry, and now you'll be sorry. America's finding out the hard way. That's okay. Neff is, like, single-handedly sending the American GDP to Canadian artists now. It's like, oh, you're a Canadian artist? Let me tease you with stuff. Things and nations and stupid Pop-Tarts that still haven't shown up yet, and I'm gonna have to force Throne to refund them. You can take the American out of America, but you can't take America out of the American? Oh, I don't know. You become Canadian. You can see no dude about it. No time at all. Last time my class had a reunion, I wasn't even invited. They forgot me, which felt really hurtful due to one of them actually said I was annoying and said they were glad I wasn't there. Well, people suck, and a lot of high schools suck. High school is permanently damaging to anyone who goes through. I believe Mara and I weren't in the same grade. Aren't you like a year ahead of me or something? I can't even remember. It's been so long. I don't even know anybody's age. I only know Tyler's age and Mewjuice's age because, well, I've been in the same class as Mewjuice from, like, grade 3 to grade 6, and then I just known her that whole time. Yeah, you were ahead of me. I'm turning 40 in July, so. You were in the same group as Ross, right? But high school is permanently damaging to anyone who goes through it, even the popular people, because they never learn how to be real humans. And they peak in high school, and then they never grow past that. If they do, then that's a miracle. And same thing for the people who get bullied. They tend to hold on to it for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I knew you were older than me. Gesundheit. We're all old. We're old now. Sucks. Whatever. It's okay, Ross single-handedly made up for all of us not having kids. Out of the 5 or 6 pairs of us, I think he's the only one. Yep, Necromancer is also old persons. Time to take ibuprofen for our backs. Look, I take all sorts of things now. I take maracas every morning to make me happy and make me pay attention to things. And then I take a lot of ibuprofen for my shoulder because I have tendinosis, which means the tendon in my shoulder is degrading. It's not tendinitis, it's tendinosis. Tendinitis is inflammation, which is easy to handle by taking anti-inflammatories. Tendinosis can only be fixed by strength training. I just gotta lift more, bro. Yeah, I was supposed to go to the physiotherapist yesterday, but we were waiting for Sai's food box to come in. She gets Factor. And it came in, and then she forgot that I had wanted to go to the physiotherapist, so we didn't end up going. So we're probably going to do that today and then go out for sushi. Do you even lift, bro? I do not lift. Definitely not enough. I lift a little bit, but not enough. I have these little weights that I keep under my desk. Here's one. As a matter of fact, I can just lift while I talk to you guys, and you guys won't even know. Except for the noises of pain that I'm going to make out. Very slow lifts. I lift my hand from the keyboard to the mouse while me. Don't you actually go to the gym, or is that Neff? I know Neff goes to the gym. Or at least he's trying to go to the gym. Gyms are expensive. I just have a 3-pound weight from the dollar store. A little kettlebell. But, like, I've noticed a weakness in the muscles where my back meets my torso under my arm and around the shoulder blade. Yeah, I can't stand the gym either. It's noisy, it's sweaty, it's smelly, it's filled with all sorts of other people who see you doing things. I hate being observed. So, I exercise at home and outside with my legs, walking places. We have this route that we do now that Sai's better from her cold. It's a kilometer up to the gas station, and then we turn and go probably another 1.5 kilometers to the street that leads to our street, and then we walk another 2 kilometers all the way down to the downtown area, and then another 0.5 to the bubble tea place. And I get a bubble tea with like 30% sugar, sometimes 0. And then we walk all the way home again. Not that same route, it's a more direct route to home, but it ends up being like 6 or 7K. Yeah, swimming is nice. I got a new bathing suit last year, just before I went to Conquest. I did bring it to Conquest, but I didn't get to use it. I mostly brought it for the hotel pool, but I was just too tired to go to the hotel pool. By the time I got back from Conquest, I was just like, I'm gonna have dinner, and after I have a shower and extract all the spiders from all of my luggage, and then go to bed. and then get up and take my flight in the morning after breakfast. You can't swim, you should learn how to swim. It's important. Could save your life one day. Plus, swimming is fun. And some of the best exercise you can do other than dancing. Dancing is great because it releases endorphins. So you just gotta wiggle. La, 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 la. My energy came back. So when I get into silent artist mode, my energy drains very quickly because I'm concentrating. But chat mode, my energy goes up and I become a goblin. I clearly need human interaction. This is what this incubus feeds off of, is human interaction. Just don't touch me! Bubble tea. Yes. Yes. If you guys ever come down this way for any reason, like, feel free to let me know. I'll show you all the good places in KW. Yeah, it's never too late to learn how to swim. It's never too late to learn how to do anything. There was a lady, she got her degree at like 89 years old. It's never too late. Doom scrolling all the time. No, don't doom scroll. I use streaming to get away from watching the news. Like, I have basically stopped paying attention to the news, and I still know too much. I'm trying to get fit in case our neighbors, like, go all Mad Max on us for our resources, which I'm hoping that, like, at least 50% of their military will be like, no, fuck you, and then they'll just, like, do a coup and depose their fascist leader. Because that's what they are now. Well, as soon as they're not allowed to have a free and fair election, that's when they become a true fascist dictatorship. Cat videos? I mean, I could go get a cat and we could have cat ASMR time. One of them will purr if I hold them. There's 4 now. There's 4 black cats. 2 of them turn 1 next month. The beginning of next month, so like a couple weeks. Too much carbon dioxide in my lungs, gotta get it out. Breathe harder. Yep. Cat videos, funny streamers, those are the things to watch. And we're both NATO, so attacking us outright has consequences. Exactly. I think if America ever tried to attack Canada, it would definitely be a fuck around and find out. They think they can take us because their military's so much bigger, but look at Ukraine versus Russia. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna take the country in 3 days, and then 3 years later, they're still going and still getting their asses handed to them. And that's what's gonna happen with Canada too. If America were to attack us, because the people in Canada are just so viciously patriotic when it comes to being Canadian. Like, we don't show it. We're not like Americans where we're like, oh yeah, Canada's the greatest, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Canada. No, we're quiet patriots. But when it comes to defending ourselves, oh, we get scary. We have lots of time to think, you know, those deep winters. The reason Canadians are nice to each other, Sai says, is because if we don't, and if we're not nice to each other or to our neighbors, and something happens, and, like, we lose power or something, we'll freeze to death. And we all know it, so we're all tolerant of each other, and nice to each other, and it makes the country a better and stronger place. If they do, I'll go to Canada and be crazy myself. Yeah, fantasy can be scary too. Canada's not the greatest, but it's my home and I will defend it. Exactly. Besides the free healthcare, man. Like, we have our problems. Absolutely we do. But I, like, if my parents had been American, I would not have been born because they would have been in, like, crippling debt from my brother being born. Because he was a preemie. And, like, my mom being sick all the time, crippling debt. Like, my parents would have nothing. It's like, Canada's not the greatest, but just about every other place on the planet is better than America, and Americans can't seem to see this. But I think they're starting to wake up to it and really see the problems with their country. Like, as soon as you start thinking you're the greatest, that's when you stop trying to improve. Another stretch! Ah! Dear stretch from Nachos. Thank you for the stretch. But you know, it's like anything in life. You know, if you become content with the way you're living, then you stop trying new things, and you just kind of stop growing, and then you end up with a life where you're like, oh, I've just settled. What are you talking about? Everyone deserves to pay thousands every year for basic routine healthcare. It's wonderful. Yes, it's wonderful. Your sarcasm is showing there, Necros. I'm trying to drink out of the wrong end of my can. From Norway, and I can't stand living in this apartment. Too many neighbors screaming. Yeah, the calf to stomp living upstairs. 2 kids who don't seem to have, like, a bedtime. We're lucky that we had our daughter in Germany. We paid that 100 euros total from beginning to end. Yep. I was also born in Germany. Back when they still used the mark, but, you know. Arias! Fey Goblin friend. Yeah, I've had some pretty nasty neighbors. Living in towers is not for people, unless they have, like, really good soundproofing, which most places don't. I know France has a lot of laws around, like, soundproofing between units for quality of life reasons, and I think every place should have that. Check the General Dendronia chat. What am I looking for? There's lots going on. Oh my god, there's so much happening. Wacky. Who's this one with Wacky's profile picture that's different? I'm confused. Scrabbing stuff for potions, yeah. Oh, that would make sense using the same icon. Soundproofing's good in your building? Surprisingly, yeah. You're still in that same place, right? where Ty and Ross are as well? Or did you move since? Compare that to I just got the bill from our daughter having a cough and having to be signed off by the doctor in order to be returned to school. $500? 5-minute appointment. Most of that was spent waiting for the doctor to show up. What the fuck? Oh my god, that would be free here. Just free. Does it cost you anything? No. Just free. You got a cough? Free. God, you live in Ferengi society. Ugh. You people need to have a revolution and have Bernie become president. Just make Bernie president. As a matter of fact, make Bernie the king. King for until he dies, and then you go back to a democracy where you have a vote for the next leader. And Ty and Rick are here at Ross. Oh, did Ross leave? I don't know where he is now. So I moved to Europe. Emergency X-ray was 36 euros. Yeah, that's also free here. The ultrasound for my shoulder, yeah, it took me 2 months to get, but it's free. If I called every day and asked for any cancellation appointments, I probably could have gotten it earlier, but I have phone problems. Yeah, I haven't honestly heard much from them. Kanekochu does show up to the streams sometimes. Yeah, if you live in a province and you're a Canadian citizen, you have the provincial health plan automatically, and that's all that stuff's covered. Although Doug Ford, if he had his way, would make it cost money. Making bao for dinner. Ooh. I have a recipe for bao. I just haven't made it yet. My cabbage went bad. I had my cabbage for so long. I just never got around to cooking it. I feel bad. My Polish soul is like, no, the cabbage! Not the cabbage! How long has she had the cough? A couple of days? Listen, still long. Any other symptoms? No? Okay, yeah, she's good. Wow. And this is why, Puma's employer has sepsis from a wound and has to lose part of one of his limbs, because this is what America is like. This is why people don't go to the doctor, and then they end up with much worse conditions or death. It's just insane to me. It's like Puma needs a better job, and she can't find one, and she can't afford to move to find better opportunities because there's no safety net in America at all. Yeah, no, like, I want to go to the Brandywine Festival so badly, but at the same time, I never will. Even if it weren't during Canadian Thanksgiving, the fact that it's in the United States now is, like, I'll never go. After what they've done to us, like, I just won't. I have no choice but to buy products from the United States. That's just the way things are. But if I had a choice, I wouldn't. If I had a choice, I wouldn't use Amazon. If I had a choice, I wouldn't even use Twitch because it's owned by Amazon. Yeah, UBI is where it's at, and we definitely need a UBI, and we need the corporations to understand that just because people have UBI doesn't mean they can jack the prices up tenfold. Because every time we raise the minimum wage, the companies are like, oh, that affects our bottom line, jack the prices up. This is why I'm never for a minimum wage increase, because the same thing happens every single time because we don't have the mechanisms in place to prevent these companies from raising the prices. And the ones that suffer are just the small businesses who can't afford to increase minimum wage to the new minimum wage. What we need to do is lower the cost of things, and that way the minimum wage can stay the same. So we need to tax the companies. But everyone's like, taxes are bad. And I'm like, they pay for your health care, they pay for your roads, your daycare. I don't have kids. And I'm like, well, it's better to support the rest of society and the betterment of everyone else around you, because that makes your life better. It's kind of like accessibility. Accessibility things end up making things better for everybody else, because if you plan for the edge case, your product is going to be the best it can be. At some point in your life, you'll be faced with the choice of whether you're dying enough to go to the hospital or go in the ambulance, and hopefully you're conscious enough to say no if you want. Yeah. Because even if you die, your family's going to be saddled with that debt afterwards. It's insane. Like, Rythos, I think he had an $11,000 ambulance ride because it was out of network, quote unquote, like, whatever the fuck that means. To Canadians, it's like, an ambulance is $100. That's it. Whether it's an emergency or not. Actually, I have more stuff than I can say about it on Twitch. Found the increase in minimum wage does not cause costs to go up. It does in a lot of regards, but also at the same time it doesn't. Like, the corporations will raise their prices when minimum wage goes up. They always do. It's because that affects their bottom line, and they have to have higher profits year after year. That's what constant growth does, and it doesn't work. If you ever get airlifted, ooh, I hope you're independently wealthy. Yeah. Oh, okay, sorry. I got into a deep combo again. Well, like, I want people to be comfortable on my streams, too. Sometimes venting is good. Late, early, on time, doesn't matter. Why is mommy and mama funny? I'm not your mommy. You'll call me daddy from now on. The silence. Broke poor necromancer. Can't break necromancer with those. Yes. Martin, I'm an incubus. Means I'm a dude. Do you want to be? Do you? Oh, well. Kitten. And Mathis is sitting in front of Sai's door, and he's just looking up at the door handle, waiting. I think Sai might be awake soon. Well, we've been going for 3 hours. Wow. Oh, the river has gone to the door. Sai must be awakening. There's the door. How you do, Auntie? I'm an auntie. Morning, Sai. Thanks for the gifted sub, Necromancer.
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Maranai to the island.
Titty Tuesday? Tuesday. Just Titty Tuesday. I mean, I don't think they're live yet. They're not, but Evan is live. I wonder if Evan came by this morning, was just secretly hiding, doing his warm-ups. Maybe he's sick of my clouds painting already. Necromancer, stop that! None of that degeneracy in my chat. We're mature, Demora here. No, please, but I can give you a ride on my wheelchair. Yep. Good luck with that fantasy. Necromancer will always find you. Especially if you're trying to hide from him. You just have to be like out in the open with Necromancer, because otherwise he'll tease you. He does that. If you don't believe in yourself, he will tease you until you do. And by tease you, I mean tell you the truth relentlessly with love and sparkles. Enough! Hydrate! Posture check! There's the streech. Always. Alright, there's the hydrate. We check our posture. Do a little wiggle back and forth. Untrimmed that spine. And we streech. Ah! Oh. Wow, it was just like so still right there because I put my arm in front of my face and the camera was like, oh my god, what do I do? You're not supposed to break your neck, fantasy. Naff, Marinai is the one of the friends who's local. I know you're still there, Naff. I'm also very short, it will not be very uppies anymore. I barely got off the floors. Three o'clock and all spell. I love that movie. I wanted to be Robin Hood when I grew up. But people are like, you can't be Robin Hood because you're a girl. And I'm like, well, joke's on you. I'm an incubus now. Fuck you. I can be anything I want when I'm a VTuber. My boop snoots. The snoots are getting booped. Man, I watched the shit out of that movie when I was a kid. It's my favorite one. And then I grew older, and then my next favorite movie was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. There's a theme here! Who says Robin Hood can't be a girl? Look, it was the 90s, okay? It was the 90s. They're like, the girls made Marion. And I'm like, no. Gender norms are for dumbs. Yes! Besides, there are guys who are far more beautiful than I am. I like pretty guys, though. Mm-hmm. Guys who like have nice long hair and they keep it well. Or, you know what? Like, they don't even have to have long hair. As long as they're confident and, like, keep clean. That's all that matters. Confidence is the sexiest thing on the planet. That's a fact. As long as you're not arrogant. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance. As long as you're not arrogant. actually watched a family movie recently where Robin was played by a girl, and she and her friends were LARPing the Robin Hood story in the local woods. Well, that's cute. Speaking of beautiful guys, I started watching Apothecary Diaries. Oh yeah, Jinshi! Oh. Apothecary Diaries is such a good show. Especially like because it was done the way I want to do a D&D movie, where you see their real life characters, and then it transitions to fantasy characters and back again. Oh, cool. That sounds interesting. Necromancer is redeemed to hydrate and a streak. Oh my god, and a posture check. You're doing them out of order, man. It's okay. God, I'm getting so many stretches today. Hey, look, as long as there's passion in the film, it doesn't matter whether it's low budget or not. What were those ones that Ross showed us, Myra and I? That were like, they were D&D films made by some people, and they were kind of low budget, and they were really funny. God, I can't remember what they were called. Gwendolyn Christie played the witch in the woods, turns out to just be a crazy hippie. The Players? Yes, I think it was that. Hi, Val! Velcro's coming. They're coming. Coming. Come on. Hold on, I'm trying to get a cat. Gamers. It might have been the gamers. Yeah, I've never heard of that movie, but it's cute. Looks cute. Yeah, I think it might have been the gamers. The bloopers were pretty fun. Yeah! Yeah, that was it. It was pretty funny. And he will become fluorescent! Yeah. Yeah, good times, good times. The cat has left. Yeah, they were pretty fun movies. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab a meow. Slide off the side. Oh, my spine just snapped. Velcro wanted help getting one of the sticks from under the fridge. One of the silver vine sticks. It's kitten time. He's gonna be a fussy baby, probably. Hi, Val. If you've got eye goops, you've got eye goops. Let's clean up your little eye goops. Oh, God. Cat flailing.
It's like the rat flail, but it's a cat.
It's kitten time. There's the Snoot Wars. I wish my blinds would calm the fuck down, man. I'm such a professional streamer. All of these extra sounds. Tiny cat screams. I think it farted because it smells bad. Did you fart, Velcro? He objects. I got your beans. I got your little beans. Yep, he has the tiniest little scrim. Call him Squeeps. Wait, you want the stick? Here's the stick. The stick still has bark on it. Here's your sticky. Go get your sticky. There he goes. Time for food. Enjoy your food. I'm probably going to end stream very soon. I have stuff that I want to do. Well, I appreciate that. 5 days a week, 9 a.m. Show up whenever you want. We're vibes here. Vibes only. I literally roll out of bed at 9 o'clock when my alarm goes off, wander over to my computer, and start stream. Yeah, get food. It's food time. It's noon here. It's food time. It's always food time somewhere. Food is good. We are all potatoes. Delicious tubers. Alright, let's see who's on. And we'll raid out. And I'll probably do the last little bits of this painting another time because we've been at this one too long. And we'll select another one for tomorrow. Chili fries. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, it doesn't look like Titty Tuesday is a thing this week. Who knows what's going on there. So we have an option of Sculptor CNOT or our resident D&D friend Evan Blair. I will let chat decide Necromancer likes Evan. Alright, we're gonna go to Evan Blair Art. He's a good guy. Talented artist. Doing art for his own D&D campaign, and does artwork of characters for other people's campaigns sometimes too. Occasionally commissions. Good man. Good artist. Tell him he's a good artist. Make him believe in himself. And so we're off sailing to other waters. Have a good day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. My blinds need to just chill the fuck out. I love you all. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Thanks for coming by, Marnie. And everybody else, Necromancer, Fantasy, Serafina was here earlier, Nafricus, Nachos, and anyone else who's lurking. I'll see you later.